Okay.
Which
Yeah, and then the freaky music stops and the countdown stops. Hello, David Nell. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, sir, and yourself?
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. So how's lockdown in Utah?
Yeah,
New
so
Mexico?
it's a strange thing what's going on right now. Wait, hold on just one sec. I got my Mac on in the background. It's freaking out. Okay, so I'm actually in Texas right now.
Texas.
So
Okay.
Texas is an interesting place. It has a lot of pluses, a lot of minuses. One of the minuses is apparently we have a high IQ per capita, but we choose not to use it apparently. So we have a lot of idiots running around. So it's getting crazy in Texas. There's no lockdown at all, and for better or for worse, that's what we're doing. So we're basically walking around in hazmat suits all the time to make sure we don't get it. But my family in Utah, they're taking a more practical approach, more similar to what's happening over across the pond where you guys are, I think. But
Yeah,
here,
it's pretty bad here.
yeah, here it's just like six guns blazing. It's whatever. No mask. Would you like
Now,
me to cough in your face? No, you can walk up on the street. Ask,
exactly.
yeah.
Hey, we don't have to wear face masks for this interview. I'm glad about
Hey,
that.
that's fantastic. God bless technology.
Social distance at its highest here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what you just said there, Six Guns Blazing.
Yes.
Remember that song in there? That's a song.
That's a
Right
great
there.
song. Fantastic. I think I'm impressed with your ability to dig deep. I feel like you could I could say a song and you would know how to play it. That's pretty impressive to me.
Well, I hope so. Yeah, I'd like to think so.
I'm one of those. I've got to mess with it for a few minutes first. Like even the songs I write, it's like, well, give me about 5 or 10 minutes to go over this again.
Okay, all right. So I've seen a song of yours on YouTube called Shadows.
Yeah,
I've seen it in its stage of the process of it. I've seen it nearly done, and I've seen it done.
Yeah,
pretty cool. And I like your style as well. The finger picking, it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us a bit more about Shadows.
Yeah, so
let us into your world of songwriting, Dave.
Yeah, so the song Shadows is a lot about. It's about how, at least in my personal experience, it seems like there's a lot of turmoil going on a spiritual level with people, like all over the world. Just there's a lot of tension between like secularism and the spiritual side of things, and it seems like a lot of people are kind of having to make a choice to where they either abandon the principles that have kind of gotten them to where they are to move forward to something else that I don't think is going to be a fit replacement for them, or they choose to stand strong in what they know and move forward that way. And that's kind of the idea or the premise behind the song.
Okay. Now, of course, songs can be interpreted any way you want. And Shadows to me would mean, like the shadow of my life casting over me or something, I live in my shadow. I live in the shadow of myself. It could be anything like that. Or the shadow of a love that's gone. I invoke just memories like that. I don't know why, or images. It's
what
how
I love
my mind
about
works.
music. I love that about music. If you can write a song that can be, many things to different people, I feel like you've done a good job.
Exactly. And like I said to James, just if you enjoy it, that's the main thing.
Yep. I mean, there's a reason too. When I was writing it, I wasn't like, religion is good and you have to be religious or you're gonna go to hell. You know, I wasn't getting no
Wow,
specific. You know,
wow,
right?
that is
Or you
cool.
could just be a secular snob and then you could be atheistic and that's cool too. You know, wouldn't have the same ring.
Hey, I tell you what, I like your honesty though. I love the honesty. It's, flowing through there. Love it.
That's funny.
The honesty.
Just a disclaimer, that's not my belief. My belief system is a little more loose than that. I am a Christian.
Don't worry, I ain't got the time sitting next to me quoting me. You know,
All right.
you've got the quotes here, man. Totally unquoted.
Nice.
Yeah, but you've done covers as well. You did a cover of Hallelujah the other day, which I saw on YouTube. I keep an eye on these stuff, you know.
Hey,
I do my research well.
That's beautiful. Good work, sir.
Yeah. So who's one of your idols of music?
Oh man, I've got several, but I mean Jack Johnson. I'm a huge. I
Oh,
love the
wow.
mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews, Ben Harper, James Taylor. Then Metallica,
wow.
Slayer, Beatles, obviously.
Yeah, you man after my own heart. You're saying some cracking names here.
Yeah, that's my go-to. All those are my go-to. And I mean, I like some of the newer guys. Like, obviously, who doesn't love Ed Sheeran? Even, anybody who has any kind of, even if you don't have any musical talent or any musical prowess, Ed Sheeran his talent is just freaking off the charts. Amazing. And I love his songwriting ability. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, when he released his stuff and, it was that X album. I think it was the X album.
Yeah.
And he got 14 songs. He released the whole album into the charts and he was like 1 to 14. And it was like, man, that's just crazy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Crazy. But
Good
what
man.
an artist, he wrote songs like that. Very prolific.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I have 2 redhead kids too. So, it gives us some street cred for the redheads of the world. Ed Sheeran's doing the work.
Absolutely. And the other thing is as well, as songwriters, as we know, sometimes it can be quite a long process writing a song, right?
Mm.
But he just churns them out. And it's like, God, he's incredible. I will sit there 24 hours a day just writing songs.
It's funny how that is. I didn't start really writing. Like, I've been a piano player for a while, and I've written like nonverbal, instrumental pieces. But I started writing a song for my wife like 9 years ago. We've been married for 16 years. And I started 9 years ago, still isn't finished. So, like, it's just sitting there like in the dustbin somewhere. But when the lockdown started, something started happening. And I literally, like, every song you see on my YouTube, on my originals playlist, that came from me sitting down in like 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. And it just came, like the whole thing just came, like Shadows. That one, it came to me, but then I had to rearrange it. Like that's why I was doing like the progression of it. Cause like I got the lyrics for it. I got the general idea for it. But then as I played it, I was like, no, something's wrong structurally. And so I would tweak it over like a week. And I'm finding that helps. Like, instead of just like vomiting it out, like, and then putting it out like that, it helps to vomit out the Legos and then put it together first. And then, it's nice.
Did you have a bucket handy?
A what now?
Did you have a bucket handy?
What is a bucket? Oh, a bucket. I thought you said a bucket. I was like, oh crap, he's coming at me with that English language. What is a bucket?
Out.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call buckets in America, but basically it's, mop bucket.
Well, we just say it. We say it like the hillbilly hicks that we are. We call it a bucket.
A bucket. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But so bucket, tomato. It's all the same object. We're good.
Potato. No, that's not right. Potato. No, that's not right. Oh, is it right? How did I do that? This is crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy. Yeah, so like I said, when you vomited this thing out, did you have the bucket, Andy?
I did. A musical bucket.
Yeah.
And a pen for a mop.
A pen for a mop. Yeah, it just flows out onto the page like just pouring ink. Run out of ink here on the biro. It's great.
That's right. That is right.
But I tell you something, when you've got like a blank piece of paper, and then at the end of it, when you filled it up with a song, you're like, that's just come out. That's just what? You know, I bet you can't actually, believe it. It's a real feeling, isn't it?
It is. It's
Also
creation.
magical. It's a magical feeling.
It really is, man. It is completely magical is a good way to describe it. I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm here in the first place is to do that.
Exactly. And they write songs, they ask songwriters, how do you write a song? And they always say, I don't know. And that's the answer. That's the answer. You just don't know.
No, I think for me personally, at least lately, it seems to be the hardest experience of my life, or the experiences in the past that have generated a lot of pain, seem to just kind of bubble to the surface,
And that's where the songs come from, right? Pain,
yep.
Emotion, and you're passionate about it. That's the thing. That's the big key, isn't it? Being passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
And do what you do right, and do exactly what you do, and do what you know. That's what someone told me once. Do what you know.
I wish I knew how to channel the passion, because I'm going to be 100% honest. my job, like, I'm on Christmas vacation now, so I've got this stuff going. I can see you're doing this. That's a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Got my T-shirt, and I got no monkey suit on, without it, no tie, no 3-piece suit. But I'm generally a financial advisor, so that's what I do, like, professionally. And I have 7 kids, active in our church, and we're busy. It's busy is a good word to describe what my life is like. And so
I can imagine 7 children. Yeah.
Being able to, I get maybe like, 20 minutes to an hour every 3 or 4 days to do something with music, whatever it is, whether it's practice or whatever it is. But I literally just, I'm just putting it on YouTube and my Facebook. I have no idea where this is going. I have no idea if I'm, what I'm doing. I'm just putting it out there for people to enjoy it, and hopefully they do. And that's where I'm at this point. Like, I don't have any, like, there's no end game for me. It's just to express myself at this point. So,
well, this is why I'm interviewing you, to promote that onto you. So if people want to know more about you, go onto YouTube, right? Just put David Nell in. Dave Nell.
Yep.
That's it. Have you got anything on Amazon at the moment, or are you just going to promote it onto Amazon?
Nothing. Yeah, my idea was just roughly when I hit a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube, I'll probably branch out into that realm, and like do the whole Spotify, Amazon, like, streaming thing. But I wanted. What's that?
It's a really good thing to do, though. Open up the channel,
So, is this can we talk about that right now? I know this is an interview, but tell me what you know.
This is what it's all about.
Tell me what you know about that, because I know literally nothing. I have no idea.
Okay, you go onto the site called TuneCore. And then you log in and you subscribe to that. It's free to do that, but it does cost you a little bit of money to distribute the song. But it sends it out to Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube. So yeah, you go through that. It costs you about, I don't know, 50. Well, I don't know the translation of money from England to American dollars, but in England it's about 15 to 20 pounds to distribute a song. It's not much.
That's it.
And then you get it out there and you get the royalties. So as soon as somebody downloads your song, you get the royalties.
Really? That seems way too simple.
There you go. That's my experience. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wait, what was this called? Hold on. What was this called again?
Are we going to do this live? Are we going to do this live right now? Are you going to subscribe live?
No. I'm writing it down in the background here.
Okay.
TuneCore. No.
Yeah, you just put that into Google, Uncle Google there, never lets you down, and you will find it.
I don't know about never. Be careful what you. Uncle Google can become creepy Uncle Google real quick if you don't Google the right thing. He could be that creepy uncle like that.
It's like, Google, what do you want about now? I typed this, and you want to put that. Did you mean this? Did you mean that? No, I meant this. It's a cool type, but this is technology, right?
Yeah, that's right. like a
I love
butter
it.
knife.
I love it.
You can butter toast with it, or you can stab people. It's up to you.
Yeah. But I bet you didn't realize it was that simple.
Yeah, no, that's great.
There you go. There you go. This is what it's about, mate. Letting people know, supporting people like unknown artists who don't get a chance to play on mainstream radio, who should,
Yeah,
because it's still music, right? Whatever form it takes, it's still music, and
yeah.
it should be heard by the world. It should be acknowledged by people. That's why you songwrite, and yeah, that's why I'm trying to promote people.
So where are you in England right now? In the UK?
We are well. I'm currently in the Midlands, which is
In the
I
mid?
don't know if you. I'll take if you know the English Premier League football.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Aston Villa, Birmingham City. I'm around. Work about half an hour away from there.
So a suburb of Birmingham.
Just outside of Birmingham, about half an hour away.
So
Yeah.
a funny story. When I think this is like a long time ago. 17 years ago was my first experience to football, like real international football, and it was English League. And my friend was a huge nutcase fan for Man United, and he was like, "Listen, you've got to pick a team, pick any team. I don't care who it is, but you're going to root for this team through the season. I'm going to make you a fan." That's what he told me. So
Okay.
here's
Did he get you a shirt as well?
and,
Did he get you the
yeah,
shirt?
he did, but he did it as a joke. When I told him the team, he fell over laughing, and I didn't realize until like halfway into the season just why he was laughing so hard. Want to take a guess at what team I chose? Because I thought the logo was cool. Starts with a W.
W. Okay, Wolves.
Wolverhampton.
How did I? Okay. Yeah, well, the logo is just a wolf, right? It's just a wolf with an orange background. That
the yellow. Yeah, I was like, "Go Wolverhampton!" And he's like, "Okay, good luck, bud."
What season? What year was that? What season was that?
Oh, I think it was right before they got kicked out. They're like booted down, right? So it was like 2006. No, 2004. It's like 2006 or 7, maybe 4. It was in that range somewhere. It's been a long time.
Do you know where they are now?
No, I have no idea.
They are in the Premier League right now, mate.
They're back?
They're back in the Premier League, mate. Get supported. Get your shirt out. Get your shirt out. You should be wearing it, man.
It only took 16 years. They're back, baby. Woo!
Yeah. You got out the pits, mate, and you got there.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
It.
So
but
my daughter,
you can tell your friend now we're back in the Premier. We're hitting the big time. We're back in the Premier League.
Yeah, we're back in this. I was playing the long game.
You wait. You stuck by him thick and thin, mate. That's it.
It's like English football perestroika. I was literally just waiting for it, like the Russians. So,
there's a song, the Pack of Wolves.
Yeah, that's right. I should write a song about Wolverhampton and never giving up. Even when you probably should.
And the complaint when the team comes out.
Yep, that's right.
That's awesome. That's brilliant. Anyway,
my
I love it.
My daughter, my 19-year-old daughter, just is in England right now because she left. She's going to Germany on a mission for our church, and she's doing the quarantine for 2 weeks, and I think it's in London. So she's actually in London right now for the next 2 weeks, and then she's headed to Munich.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay. What child is this?
This is Abby.
6, 7.
She's no right. We just throw numbers out there at this point. There's so many. We forego the naming.
Okay, I've got a daughter. Yeah, which one's that then?
This one. Yeah, this is her name is Abby, and she's 19. She would be what? 1, 2, 3. She would be considered number 3.
I love the way you have to think about that.
Yep. It's been so long, man.
I've only got one, and he's only 5 months old. He's upstairs at the moment. Yeah, with
freaking adorable. I've been following that too. That is freaking adorable. Congratulations, by the way.
That's thank you. Yes, you've seen him, little James. Yeah,
he's growing up a star, man.
He's getting there, isn't he? I tell you what, as well, he loves music.
That's
From day
great.
one, when we brought him back, I had to play music. And now when I play the guitar in front of him, he's watching the chords and he's watching me. He's there, man. He's on it.
Hey, pretty soon you're going to be getting him this. I just got this from my 10-year-old yesterday. This little mini.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's so adorable. Look at this little thing. It looks like a big uke, but it's just
Yeah.
a little classical.
And also, Dave, you're involved with Indie Rampage Radio, aren't you?
Yeah. I still don't even know what I'm doing, but yeah, I joined the group, and she asked me to send something. I guess I sent a song, and it may be getting played. I don't know where. I don't even know where to go to listen to Indie Rampage Radio. Just to give you a
It's
full heads up.
IndieRampageRadio.com.
Oh, is it? So it's a separate website. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. Don't worry.
Please do.
But I present the chart show on there. May got me to do the chart show. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Because I started to do these interviews, and I started to do these interviews last week. Now, I started off with a guy called George Wilson, because I used to be a radio presenter. I told James before. Wow. I was working on Phoenix Osprey Radio and Hermitage FM in England.
Wow.
And the lockdown obviously stopped all that happening. But yeah, I started off with a guy called George Wilson on these promotional interviews. Now, he was from Grange Hill, an English soap back in it was like a soap, it was like a school thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like a school thing that was on the telly back in the 80s. Yeah. I don't know which channel it was on, but it was on probably BBC or something. And then I've just thought, right, okay, well, who can I support now? Because I like supporting unsigned artists. I love supporting new people, you know? And then I got with people I know, so I thought, well, I'll do that. And then these strangers appeared. I was like, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? It's just great. And in a week, it snowballed. And today, I interviewed Owen Paul, who I don't know if you saw that interview, but he was in the 80s. He was on Top of the Pops. Big song called "My Favorite Waste of Time." If you go onto YouTube, it's a one-hit wonder. But
who cares? That's one more hit that I have.
He was on Top of the Pops, and he was number 3 in the UK charts. And I interviewed that bloke, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, I'm interviewing Owen Paul. What's all this about? Yeah, and it's just snowballed, and I thought, well, keep it going.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'll go back when we're done and check it out. I'll check him out. That's cool.
So, just where can people find out about you? Just YouTube, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, YouTube, Dave Nell, The Harbinger, HARBINGER, and you will find me. I'm one of the only David Nells that comes up when you Google me.
And keep sharing your stuff. Just keep sharing it wherever you can, and just keep working and keep writing. And you never know, man.
Sky's the limit. Thank you, Graham. This has been a pleasure.
Another song in there. Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
All right, mate. That's 3 titles I've given you for free. That's free.
That's fantastic.
All right, mate. Cheers for your interview. I'm going to sort the lad out.
Godspeed from across the pond, sir.
And you, sir.